For the past 40 years, two people have represented Wisconsin's 3rd District in Washington. Republican Steve Gunderson served from 1981 until 1996. Democrat Ron Kind followed, but he announced yesterday that he will not seek another term.
This will be my last term in office. I will not seek re-election as representative of this congressional district come next year.
Congressman Ron Kind making that announcement at the former Roosevelt Elementary School he attended. It's also the place he announced his run for Congress 26 years ago. His explanation is clear.
The truth is, I've run out of gas.
The travel to and from Washington and travel in a large district took a toll. So does what Kind refers to as a climate shift in Washington. He says he's part of a dying breed in public service, certainly in Washington, and something he sees in Madison.
Someone who tried to be reasonable, pragmatic, thoughtful, worked hard to try to find common ground with my colleagues, work in a bipartisan way to find bipartisan solutions for the challenges that we faced. And that's why through the years I've been incredibly proud for being ranked one of the most bipartisan and independent members of Congress, and therefore one of the most effective members in getting things done. I think we need more of that these days in both Washington and Madison and all levels of government. And we're seeing fewer and fewer of those type of people willing to serve, who don't believe that politics should just be a constant combat sport.
Kind has 16 months left in his term, and he says there's plenty to do, including work on the pandemic, the economy, climate change, and voting rights. Work, he says, that's been a privilege.
And representing the people in your home area in the United States Congress has been unquestionably the greatest honor of my life. But I never intended it to be an honor for my entire life.
And that, Kind says, is another reason he will step down after what will be 26 years in Washington.
Now, Kind isn't sure what comes next, but he says it will include giving back to the lacrosse community where he intends to stay. We spoke with political analyst Tim Dale about Kind's decision. He says despite the significance of the seat, it's not a surprise that Kind will not seek re-election.
We also see Kind coming off of one of the closest races that he's ever had to face. And I think as competitive as the district is, and probably for his future political career, Kind is ready for something else. So I think whenever you see someone that's had as long of a career as Representative Kind has in this position, there's a little bit of a surprise, but it's not a surprise that he is going to be looking for something new.